Do you own a printer? Good evening, folks, and welcome back to another episode of Silver Dad Knows. Remember, always live with no edits. If this is your first time here, hit that subscribe button now, as you're going to like what I'm about to say. So yes, folks, just to begin this evening, we are looking at a very, very special piece, a very, very relevant piece, especially with all this money they're printing and where the majority of the world, at least the smart people, they are putting all of their hard-earned money somewhere worthwhile. And where is that place? Coinbase, Robinhood, Phantom, Meta. But yes, right here, folks, let us get to it. Awesome. Right here, folks, this is the averse of the Dogecoin Silver Round, featuring a very, very cute Shiba Inu, the Japanese working breed that unintentionally became the face of Dogecoin. This stems from the cryptocurrency's origins as a joke, as we all remember, inspired by the viral Doge memes that dominated the internet in 2013. Of course, we all thought it was a joke. Then a bunch of people made six figures. Some people made millions. Then, no longer a joke, and we all started putting our hard-earned money into it. The developers, amused by the meme's popularity, created Dogecoin as a lighthearted take on digital currency, while the Shiba Inu naturally becoming its iconic logo. Right here, you see it. Very, very adorable. And we can never forget the reverse. The design showcases a familiar crypto-themed motif that has been used in various cryptocurrency rounds since 2011. Originally introduced on the first Bitcoin Silver Round, the circuit-style pattern has since appeared on multiple releases, and personally, I love to look at it. I love to show it off. The Dogecoin Silver Round is marked with the year 2021, signifying its production date. Currently, these rounds are still available for as low as $39 to $40 with free shipping, making them an affordable and fun addition to any silver stack. But truly, if you don't have one of these, it's not going to kill you. It's not going to hurt. They're awesome. They're adorable, highly sought after, and at the end of the day, they're silver. And before we continue, folks, I want to give a quick shout out. This is to my always loyal subscriber. This is Veritas Files. I am stacking for my family. My core stack of gold and silver is for my family. Outside of that, I have a number of other stacks of silver that are meant for extended family, as well as close friends and people that I know I will have significant and extended contact with during a time of true crisis. I give away 20 to 25 ounces of silver each year at Christmas, and I also give gold to close extended family members. In addition, I stack for my son. Eventually, he will be an adult and out on his own. At that point, my core stack will not necessarily be meant to cover him. Obviously, I will not exclude him, but my responsibility toward an adult is different than my responsibility toward a child. For that reason, he and I are slowly building a stack for him that already includes close to 100 ounces of silver and even nearly a full ounce of gold in fractional form. I build stacks to insulate my core position, and these can be used to help others in times of need. So I'm stacking for quite a number of people. Great video. Congrats again on the book. Keep stacking. Awesome comment right there coming from Veritas Files, and I love what you're doing for your son. And I also love how you're not babying your son. You want your son to learn how to fish, Why give a person fish when you can teach them to fish? So phenomenal. The fact that they have almost 100 ounces of silver plus almost an entire ounce of gold, that is insane. This kid is beyond their years. I mean, keep being the phenomenal dad that you are. This kid is going to go very, very far in life, no doubt. And thank you so much on how you ended that, telling me congrats on my latest release, my latest book. Folks, you go to my description, you're going to find it. It's already live. You can get the paperback, the hardcover, e-Kindle, however you like to read. This is my 4th novel and probably my most impressive. It is about the youngest president in U.S. history, and they are legitly the Antichrist, as many would argue throughout the story. Again, I don't want to say any more, but it's called Millennial because they're born in 1994. This takes place in the very near future when they're in their early 40s. And again, while they make America greater than ever, many will argue that they are the Antichrist. But go and check it out. The link is in my description. And of course, going back to the title of this episode, folks, while the Federal Reserve and Treasury began creating trillions of dollars out of thin air, they didn't only stimulate the economy, they diluted every hard-earned dollar in your wallet. And it's very disturbing. This goes for all of us. It's jacked up, but it is the reality that we've been living in. Every time they hit print, your purchasing power disappeared. Inflation isn't some accidental byproduct. It's the intended result of monetary expansion. And while the rich grow richer on rising asset prices, the average worker pays the price. Everybody at the bottom. Where it all trickles down to, of course, they get screwed, not the ones trickling the BS. And again, this is just how society has always worked since inception. Inflation is a hidden tax. It erodes the value of your labor and your savings while feeding the financial elite. The $5 gallon of milk, that's not only inflation, it's theft. Absolute, blatant, obvious theft. And while the headlines distract you with political drama, Wall Street and the government are in lockstep, ensuring fiat currency continues to decline. That's the point. That's what they want. The dollar you saved 10 years ago buys far less today, outrageously less today. So if you're telling me you had $500,000 a decade ago, and today you got 400 or 500 grand, you're broker than ever. Even though you're not broke, you have way less money than you did a decade ago. And the dollar you earn today, we already know it's going to be worth less tomorrow. This is not by accident. It's by design. It is all by design. But there's a way to fight back. Silver, real, tangible, and finite, is the antidote to paper money's poison. Unlike the dollar, silver cannot be printed or manipulated by decree. It's been money for thousands of years and will remain money long after fiat collapses. When governments lose control of their currencies, people return to silver and gold, not because of nostalgia, but out of necessity. When trust fails, only truth remains. And silver is truth in metal form. Owning silver puts you outside the system. It's wealth that can't be debased by a policy change or wiped out by a digital reset. It's privacy in your palm. It's your insurance policy when the dollar dies. And history tells us all fiat dies eventually. Silver has been through every empire, every collapse, and every crisis. And it's still here. We want to talk all this crap. It's still here. It's still relevant. It's still being traded. And folks, it's still going up in price. How can we ignore the obvious, So many do. But how can we ignore it? Today, you have a choice. Continue losing wealth through inflation or begin reclaiming it ounce by ounce. Silver will not make you rich overnight, but it will protect you, and it will protect what you've earned. It's not about timing the market. It's about escaping the trap. They stole your wealth with the printer. Silver gives you a chance to steal it back legally and wisely. Keep stacking. But folks, as always, thank you so much for joining us for another evening of Silver Dad Knows. God bless you. God bless your household. And God bless America.